I know who is going to get this guitar, and we are going to give it to them today, and they have no idea that it's coming. So this should be a really fun day. If you'd like to follow the process of turning a block of wood like this into a guitar like this, then you've come to the right place. And if you would like to see me give this guitar away, click subscribe, hit the bell. Now the only thing left to do is figure out who is going to get this guitar. If I could just go off. Well, this might be a little bit better place to think than in my basement. I'm actually right next to the set of where Jurassic Park, King Kong or Kong of Skull Island, and Jumanji were filmed. This is Hawaii, and today I get to check it out. Let's do some thinking. Let's figure out who we're going to give that guitar to. Well, back from our 3 weeks to Hawaii, today is going to be a really fun day. It was about 5 months ago that I began to work on building this guitar, and at that time I had no idea who it was going to be going to. Today I know who is going to get this guitar, and we are going to give it to them today, and they have no idea that it's coming. So this should be a really fun day. Also, something else that took me by surprise. By the way, got the TSA Gator case for the guitar. But anyway, the other thing by surprise for me, I know who this is going to go to also. Had a lot of nominations come in, and a lot of people who, I would say a lot of people who are deserving of being honored by having a gift to just give them a little boost of joy. I know this one's not ready yet, but in going through all of those nominations, I realized I knew who this one needed to go to as well. I got so many nominations for the guitar, and it became really tough for me to decide. It would have been so much easier just to put all the names in a hat and pull them out than to pour through. But I wanted to hear people's stories, and I didn't want it to just be a by chance thing. If you know that you had been nominated, I would like you to know that even if I don't show up at your door today, really, I wish that I could. Please understand that it's not based on the fact that you aren't deserving or that your life doesn't need that boost, because there's a lot of people in that boat. So try to vicariously find joy in seeing someone else be blessed. Nominations have closed for these two guitars, but still taking nominations on this semi-hollow X Horizon guitar that I'm building. Next week, I'm going to tell you a little bit about another call that I got from an Army veteran who is disabled, and I'm going to be building him a guitar as well. And I'm going to seek your help. Also, want to thank my patrons for helping out. I've only got a couple patrons at this point in time, but it does help. So Sam and Emily, thank you. Chris, thank you for believing in me and helping me give these guitars away. Let's take a look back in the last 5 months of putting this together, kind of a quick montage, and then you can watch me give it away. The next guitar that we're going to give away, and this one's going to go to somebody that I don't know. I don't even know who it's going to yet. So I came home one day from work, and I walked into my garage and I saw this big piece of wood sitting in my garage that wasn't there before. I went over and looked at it. At first I just thought it was an old piece of wood, like an old piece of barnwood or something. And so I got closer and I'm looking at it. And all of a sudden, my goodness, this is mahogany. Huge piece of mahogany. Where did this come from? Well, I've got a friend that's also into woodworking. His name's Jim. So I called him, and this is what I found out. He did bring me the mahogany. That wood was his dad's wood. His dad got that wood when he built a cabinet for Jim's mom 70 years ago. Now his dad just passed away. And so Jim got this wood. Instead of putting it on the auction, he brought it and gave it to me, which was just incredible. This is how bad it looks as I piece it together. And then this one is getting much closer to being finished. I like it. I think it's going to be really nice once we get that done. But yeah, you know, put those side by side. You'd never think that this would end up looking like this. Just impossible to do. I don't even know why I use tape anymore. So just makes for more work. Yeah, look at all that bleed through. Well guys, so that was fail number one. I failed miserably with that one. It bled through miserably. So you're nervous?
A little bit, but it's okay.
No, so the deal is, a few weeks ago, Pastor James sent me the video of you talking to your youth group, and I was kind of encouraged by it. And I'm doing this bigger project for YouTube. I wanted to include you in on the project, okay? Tell me a little bit about yourself. You grew up on a farm,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
So like, do you actually do chores and stuff too, or are you just living on the farm?
No,
so you actually have to work.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yesterday we went and got Grandpa over at another farm and we're helping him with the sprayer and stuff like that. And we got horses, so you got to take care of those. We put up, I think, close to 1,100 bales last year. It's a lot of work, but I like it a lot. It's a lot of fun.
You just graduated?
Yep, just graduated.
I mean, is it done? Like
It's official. I have a diploma.
It's official? You got the diploma?
I do.
You've had the graduation party?
Yep.
And you are looking to stay on the farm, looking to go to college?
So for this year, I'll be taking a gap year until probably next fall.
Okay.
And doing the internship here.
What I'm doing is I'm doing this project, and what I'm hoping to do through this YouTube video stuff is I'm wanting to do what I can to just spark some joy in people's lives and stuff. I mean, there's so many heavy things, and if we can just start people turning up the volume on the good stuff, and turning down the volume on all the junk, because there's a lot of junk, and sometimes we start to dwell on all the hard stuff so much. So just seeing what I can do to turn up the volume a little bit on grace and joy and stuff. You want to grab that case that I brought? I put this thing out on the internet, and your pastor contacted me and said that he wanted to nominate you for this. What I do is I build custom guitars, high-end quality guitars, and I'm giving them away. And this is your guitar.
No way.
And I'm hoping that it will just be an affirmation for you that you're on the right path. So this is, well, don't say wow yet because you haven't looked at it.
Well, I'm sure it's amazing.
You have no idea. But,
wow. So you built this?
yeah. This is yours. Wow. It's not because there's any strings attached. It's just yours. So.
Man, I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. I had to go through this long list of trying to figure out who to give it to. I just felt led to give it to you. So, wow. It's yours.
Man, that is crazy. Thank you.
Do you want to hear it?
I would love to hear it. Yeah, that's crazy. I've never seen a brass one. So is it just, it's all brass?
That's solid brass. Yep, solid brass. So, and then like the EMGs are an active pickup. These are passive, so there's no battery in these. So sweet. You can leave it plugged in, it won't drain the battery or anything.
And it's loud when it's not plugged in too, which is nice.
So feel free to string, so we might need to tune it a couple times.
Man, this sounds amazing. Wow. So how long have you been building guitars?
For about 12 years.
Okay. That's crazy. Oops. So what are all these different top pieces here?
Yep. So you've got, this is bird's eye maple.
Okay.
This is just a straight quarter sawn maple, and then this is mahogany.
Okay.
Guys, that was a lot of fun. He had no clue that it was coming, and he was just dumbfounded, kind of shocked a little bit. After we turned the cameras off, he was just like saying he had no idea what to say. So a lot of fun with that. It's interesting. I had some people saying to me that you can't give that away, and you put all that money and time into it to just give it away. Do you know what that's worth? Here's the thing. I have been blessed. I have been shown grace. I have been shown kindness. And one thing that I have learned is that you can't hoard grace. You can't hoard kindness. You can't hoard blessings. If you try to hoard those things as though you are a reservoir, they will lose their power. And when I say all the time, I'm saying fight for joy. And if you try to hoard those things, then you lose the joy. Grace is not a reservoir. Grace is a river. It flows into you, and it has to flow out of you to have the power to bring joy. So when I say fight for joy, I'm saying to pass on the blessings that are given to you. Fight for joy, guys. We'll catch you next time.